Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
In continuation to the last class, in this class, we are going to concentrate to discuss the next quantum number, that is what spin quantum number. Spin quantum number. In our previous class, we started this topic of discussion about quantum numbers, and we discussed what is principal quantum number, what is orbital quantum number, and what is magnetic quantum number. Okay, so three quantum numbers we discussed in our previous class. The fourth one, that is, now we are going to discuss spin quantum number. Spin quantum number. Okay, right. See here. In this case, in the case of spin quantum number, you just see here, an electron in atom not only revolves around the nucleus but also spins about its own axis. This is the key point for the spin quantum number. You please keep in mind, an electron in an atom, okay, in atom not only revolves around the nucleus but also spins about its own axis. So is a fact what's happening there, that he is saying, since an electron can spin either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction, since an electron can spin either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction, full stop. Therefore, for any particular value of magnetic quantum number, for any particular value of magnetic quantum number, spin quantum number can have two values. One is ms is equal to plus half, it is plasma, so nothing is there, means you have to assume plus, and it is minus. So one is ms is equal to 1 by 2, that is what, plus 1 by 2, that is what you can say spin up, and another one is ms is equal to minus 1 by 2, that is spin down. Okay, so one is spin up, another one is spin down. Okay, see here. So what I am saying is, therefore for any particular value of magnetic quantum number, spin quantum number can have two values. Spin quantum number can have two values. Okay, that is ms is equal to, this is what spin up plus 1 by 2, or ms is equal to minus 1 by 2 means spin down. Okay, right. See here. This quantum number helps to explain the magnetic properties of the substance. So what is the intention, what is the aim, and what is the advantage? What is the advantage of this quantum number is, with the help of this quantum number, we can explain the magnetic properties of the substance. Okay, here you can see quantum status of the hydrogen atom. Okay, right. Still now, regarding this spin quantum number, what I told you, one is electron in atom not only revolves around the nucleus but also spins about its own axis. Since an electron can spin either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction, okay, therefore for any particular value of magnetic quantum number, spin quantum number can have two values. One is plus 1 by 2, another one is minus 1 by 2. Ms is equal to plus 1 by 2 or Ms is equal to minus 1 by 2. So this is what spin up, this is what spin down. Next, this quantum number helps, this quantum number, so this is what spin quantum number helps us to explain the magnetic properties of the substance. So here all points are important regarding the spin quantum number, we must keep in mind. And this quantum number also important when compared to the previous quantum numbers, because it is talking about another direction of movement of electron, that is what spinning of electron about its own axis, about its own axis, okay, right. See here, quantum status of the hydrogen atom, quantum status of the hydrogen atom, okay. See, this is what the table ma, this is n number and L value and small m value, and then spectroscopic notation, spectroscopic notation, and at the last shell, okay. So what is that, either K shell or L shell or M shell or N shell, that we are going to decide. First see here, see the n values like 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, and for one particular n value, what is the L value, and then what is the M value, and then what is spectroscopic notation, afterwards in which shell it is present, okay. See here, when n is equal to 1, L is equal to 0 and M is also 0, spectroscopic notation is 1s. Then this is regarding the K shell. Next, second, when n is equal to, L is equal to 0 and M is also 0, and the spectroscopic notation is 2s, and this is belongs to, that is what, L shell. Next, n is equal to 2 and L is equal to 1, M is minus 1, 0, 1, 3 values are present here, minus 1, 0, 1, the spectroscopic notation is 2p, and this is also belongs to the shell L. Next, n value is 3 and L value is 0 and M value is also 0, okay. And now it is spectroscopic notation is 3s and it is corresponding to M shell. See here ma, M shell. Next, n value is 3 and L value is 1. It is here minus 1, 0, 1, and the spectroscopic notation is 3p and it is corresponding to the shell M. Next, n value is 3 and L value is 2 and M value is, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Spectroscopic notation is 3D and it is corresponding to the N shell. It is corresponding to the N shell. Next, it is what L value for fourth, N number is 4, L is 0 and M is also 0. Spectroscopic notation is 4s and it is corresponding to the shell N, capital N, okay, right. This is about this table giving information about what are the values of L and M regarding the n value and what is the spectroscopic notation, and at last these are the things belongs to these are the things which corresponds to what particular type of shell, that is what K shell or L shell or M or N, okay, right. Now next one, it is what composition of the nucleus. Next thing is composition of the nucleus. First one is, here we discussed the quantum status of the hydrogen atom, quantum status of the hydrogen atom, and next here composition of the nucleus, okay. So what is nucleus? We know, because in our theory we discussed what is atom and what is nucleus and what is Rutherford's alpha scattering experiment, right. So which gives the information about the presence of nucleus and which contains most of the positive charge. So obviously the neutrons and protons are present inside the nucleus. So protons having charge, positive charge, and neutrons no charge. That's why the charge present in the nucleus is due to the protons, and that is positive charge regarding the basic, okay. And now, so the charge of the nucleus is like positive charge, okay, right. And the combined Combinedly, the neutrons and protons are called as nucleons. So the nucleons are present in the nucleus. So composition of the nucleus. See here. So regarding this composition of the nucleus, regarding the composition of the nucleus, see here. The nucleus of an atom, protons and neutrons, which are collectively known as nucleons, okay, right. So these are the things present in the nucleus. So what are the things present in the nucleus? Nucleons are present. Nucleons are nothing but protons and neutrons. Nucleons are nothing but protons and neutrons, okay, right. Next, the number of protons in a nucleus is called, its atomic number, and it is denoted by Z. So he is also telling the symbolic representation of number of protons. The number of protons in a nucleus is called its atomic number and is denoted by capital Z. Okay, next, the total number of protons and neutrons in a nucleus is called, its mass number of the element and is denoted by capital A. So these two are the important things, you just keep in mind. So the total number of protons and neutrons in a nucleus is called its mass number of the element and it is denoted by capital A. Next, number of protons in an atom is Z and number of nucleons in an atom is A, and number of neutrons in an atom, N is equal to A minus Z, right. So number of neutrons present in an atom is, okay, right, number of neutrons present in an atom, see here so number of nucleons in an atom is equal to A, then number of neutrons in an atom N is equal to A minus Z, okay. So here we are using N to represent number of neutrons. Then what is atomic mass unit? This is the important unit for us in the chapter of atom, okay. So regarding this atomic mass unit AMU, see here, the AMU is defined as 1/12th mass of a C12C6, okay, right, C12C6, so carbon atom. So the AMU is defined as 1/12th mass of C12C6 atom. 1 AMU or 1 U is equal to 1.66054002, right. I am reading, you just see here, 1.66054002 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. This is the value of 1 AMU in terms of kilogram, and the definition is, the AMU is defined as 1/12th mass of C12C6 atom, okay, right. See this, what I am saying is here, mass of electron Me is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kilogram. That if you write in terms of atomic mass unit, 0.0005486 AMU. Next, mass of proton MP is equal to 1.6726 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kilogram. That is equal to 1.007276 AMU. Next, mass of neutron Mn is equal to 1.6750 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kilogram. That is equal to 1.00865 AMU. See here. Next, mass of hydrogen atom is equal to 1.6729 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kilogram. That is equal to 1.0078 AMU. Okay, right. Next, the energy associated with a nuclear process is usually large. The energy associated with a nuclear process is usually large, of the order of million electron volt, and here itself what I am saying is, according to Einstein, mass and energy are interconvertible. The Einstein's mass energy relationship is given by E is equal to mc square, where c is the speed of light in vacuum, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, and m is the mass and E is the energy. So with this formula, with this relation, we can calculate the amount of energy released when we are going to burn the respective amount of mass. Just by multiplying the mass, taking in SI units, right, to get energy in also SI unit, just by multiplying the mass taken in kilograms with this C value, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second in vacuum, that is the speed of light in vacuum, then we will get the amount of energy released, in joules, okay. And sometimes we are also getting in calories, but 1 calorie is equal to 4.186, or you can also take it as 4.2 joules. That is the relation between calorie and joules, okay. Next, if m is equal to 1 AMU, C is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, then E is equal to 931 million electron volt, okay. Now 1 AMU is equal to 931 MeV, 1 AMU is equal to 931 MeV by C square, you can write. See this, 1 AMU is equal to 931 MeV, or 1 AMU is equal to 931 MeV per C square, that is the conclusion you can give, because we also know that we need different units, right. So regarding the history or regarding the present, we need the conversion, and sometimes some of the units especially we need, okay, to measure or to express, right. So the purpose of giving units will be very different. There are different points, that's we studied in first year in the chapter of units and measurement, okay. But anyhow, here what I am saying is, here I am talking about different units regarding the mass of atom and regarding the energy, mostly regarding the mass of atom. Regarding the energy means I told you joule and calorie. So please try to grasp the importance of different units for the mass, and you also keep in mind we are in a discussion about atomic mass, right. So the atom and the proton and neutron and electron, all these things are very micro things now. See, what is the mass of electron? It is 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. You just imagine, 10 to the power of minus 31. And generally we are using, that is what, 1 kg of vegetables and half kg of vegetables, like that, no? So it is when compared this value with that value, how much small is it, right? Even it is not in micro. It is like just like 4 times, even 5 times. Micro means 10 to the power of minus 6, no? So it is like 10 to the power of minus 30. That's why, so this is the special unit we are using in, that is what, atomic mass unit, to measure atomic mass. That is, the unit is atomic mass unit, AMU, okay. Sometimes in place of AMU, we are using U also. Okay. See this, the AMU is defined as 1 by 12th mass of C12.6 atom. 1 AMU or 1 U is equal to 1.66 05402 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kilogram. Next, mass of electron Me is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Same value he is expressing in AMU, right? So if you know this value, this is you can do is a mathematical treatment. Just he is converting from kilogram into AMU, that's all. Similarly, he is doing mass of proton. Similarly, he is doing mass of neutron. And similar to that, he is also doing mass of hydrogen atom, that is 1.0078 AMU in terms of AMU. In terms of kilogram means 1.6729 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kilogram. Okay. So the energy associated with a nuclear process is usually large, of the order of million electron volts. Okay. Right. Next, according to Einstein, okay, right, that is what a million electron volt. But next, according to Einstein, mass and energy are interconvertible. The Einstein's mass energy relationship is given by E is equal to mc square. E is equal to mc square. Okay. If m is equal to this value and c is this one, means then E is equal to 931 MeV. That is 1 AME is equivalent to 931 MeV, and that you can also write like this. You please try to understand why we are writing like this. It is m, no. So if you want to write m, E by c square, no. So this is what E. This is what E. That's why AMU clearly, right? So not only this one, clearly you can write one AMU is equal to 931 MeV by c square. Next, what is nucleate? What is nucleate? See here, it is a specific nucleus of an atom. Nucleate is a specific nucleus of an atom which is characterized by its atomic number Z and mass number A. Okay, it is a specific nucleus of an atom which is characterized by its atomic number Z and mass number A. It is represented by XAZ. This is what notation, XAZ. This is what name of the or notation or symbol of the element, and it is a mass number, it is atomic number. It is represented by XAZ, where X is the chemical symbol of the element. For example, aluminium, for example, sodium, for example, carbon. You know, here we have seen here, that is what C126. See this, right? C12. This is what, it is mass number, right? It is what? It is atomic number. So like that the notation will be, but it is what symbol of the chemical symbol of the element. So that is what carbon means C. Suppose aluminium means Al. Suppose sodium means Na. Suppose magnesium means Mg. Suppose calcium means Ca. Like that we have various, in our periodic table you can see various elements. Okay, right. So in this class we discussed about spin quantum number, and then composition of nucleus, Afterwards we discussed about atomic mass unit. At last we discussed about nucleate. So what I am saying is, first of all, what is meant by spin quantum number? Okay, right. So spin quantum number is talking about the spin of the electron, whether it is in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. So basically we know that the electron in an atom revolves around the nucleus, but that is not only. Electron also spins about its own axis. Okay, since an electron can spin either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, for any particular value of magnetic quantum number, spin quantum number can have two values. That is, ms is equal to 1 by 2, that is spin up, and then ms is equal to minus 1 by 2, that is spin down. Next, this quantum number helps to explain the magnetic properties of the substance. Okay, right. This is what the advantage or the usage of spin quantum number. Next, quantum status of the hydrogen atom here. Okay, so they have given different values of n. For different values of n, what are the values of L and what are the values of M? Afterwards, what is the spectroscopic notation for different values of n and L and M, respective L value and respective M value. And there itself we can also discuss about the corresponding shell, whether it is K shell, L shell, M or N. Okay, right. Next, what is the composition of the nucleus? See here, the nucleus of an atom, protons and neutrons, which are collectively known as nucleons, which are present inside the nucleus. That is the reason we are calling them as nucleons. Right. After that, if you see here, the number of protons in a nucleus is called, the number of protons in a nucleus is called its atomic number, and it is denoted by Z, capital Z. Okay. Similarly, when you are going to talk about protons and neutrons combinedly which are present in the nucleus, so the total number of protons and neutrons in a nucleus is called its mass number of the element, its mass number of the element, and is denoted by capital A. Okay, right. Next, number of protons in an atom means that is capital Z, number of nucleons in an atom means that is capital A. Finally, number of neutrons in an atom n is equal to A minus Z. Okay, so these three are individual, so whatever we want we can calculate. So we are in a discussion about what is that and how to represent symbolically. Next, what is atomic mass unit? What is atomic mass unit? The short form of atomic mass unit is AMU, but anyhow AMU is the unit to measure, AMU is the unit to measure the mass of small things, that is like electron, proton, neutron and hydrogen atom. Okay, and here they have given the mass values of electron, proton, neutron and hydrogen atom. Afterwards, these values are available in kilograms, and he also converted into AMU. We can also convert once if you know the relation, that is 1 AMU is equal to 1.660540 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. So these all values, these four values you can convert into AMU. Okay, right. Next, this is the definition we have. The AMU is defined as 1/12th mass of carbon C12(6) atom. Next here, that is the energy associated with a nuclear process is usually large, that is of the order of million electron volts. Next, according to Einstein, mass and energy are interconvertible. According to Einstein, mass and energy are interconvertible. The Einstein's mass energy relationship is given by E is equal to mc square. Okay, right. And with this value of mass and speed of light in vacuum, so that is E value will become like 931 million electron volt, and you can write one AMU is equal to 931 MeV by c square. Okay. Next continuation thing is the nucleate. So what is the nucleate means? Here it is a specific nucleus of an atom which is characterized by its atomic number capital Z and mass number capital A, full stop. It is represented by XAZ, where X is the chemical symbol of the element. Okay, so in this class our concentration towards, right, our concentration for spin quantum number and composition of the nucleus, and discussion about the unit to measure the atomic mass, that is atomic mass unit, and then what is nucleate. Okay, in our next class we will continue the next continuation topic. Thank you.